Please introduce yourself to the people.
My name is Sam Wills, but I'm better known as the boy with tape on his face.
All right. So shortly we are going to meet the boy with tape on his face, but we don't get him right now. This
is a better context because we can actually talk about me and what I do.
Awesome. So Sam, tell everybody about the boy with tape on his face. And people, I have heard amazing things about this show.
It's a very silly show. The boy with tape on his face is essentially it's a stand-up comedy without talking. I put a large piece of gaffer tape. You call it duct tape? Yeah.
What gaffer? What is it? Gaffer?
Gaffer.
That sounds amazing. Let's just call it let's call it gaffer.
A big thick bit of gaffer tape over my mouth, and I do not talk for an entire hour, and I will make you laugh without saying a single word. And I use audience interactive, but a nice style of audience interactive. I'm not going to pick on any way. I'm not picking on anybody. I'm not being mean. It's a nice kind of style of comedy.
Very simply, I'm sure you've been asked this. Where the hell did you come up with this?
I get asked that quite a bit, and I used to do another show where I spoke a lot, and I used to do circus sideshow stuff like the Jim Rose circus sideshow, that style of thing. I used to like eat light bulbs and hammer nails at my nose and shove my body through a tennis racket and do grotesque stunts like that. And so I was doing that for a number of years, and I kind of got bored talking so much, so I decided to do a show that had no talking and no tricks. And so the tape went on, and this show evolved, and it slowly took over. And the more I started putting more tape on, the less nails I had to be putting into my face. And then now I find myself traveling the world with more and more gaffer tape.
So how is the really just putting it together, like taking them from scratch? How was this perceived at first, your show?
It was a hobby. It was a kind of just a novelty to get away from talking so much and doing all these stunts. So I just hear this bit of music and I go, that's a funny song. I wonder, here's a visual joke with that. And then I'd get an audience member out and I'd do this little quick, they were 5-minute sketches. I used to just drop into these comedy shows and do 5 minutes of this strange character. And then eventually I got 20 minutes and then it built up to I had an hour long. And it's like, I wonder if I can start touring this. And it's like, well, there's an audience for it. Let's keep doing it. Yeah.
Cool. Tell us about where you're performing here in Montreal just for laughs.
I am at the Wiggle Room for the rest of the week, every night, except for Friday, 9:30. Come along, it will be good.
Amazing. And I got to ask you, Jim Rose Flying Circus, the first time I saw them, oh, you don't want to talk about it?
No, he's a huge inspiration for me. He's really good. I loved his stuff.
First time I saw him was 1995. I'm from Vancouver, at the Peony Forum. They opened for this band, Nine Inch Nails.
They did the tour. I love that. I'm a massive Nine Inch Nails fan. That was amazing. And see, for me, because of a fan of the music, that's how I kind of got more into the sideshow stuff. Of seeing, wow, I could soon tour with my favorite band. That'd be great. I'll keep hammering nails into my face.
Yeah, I actually almost said Soundgarden you saw I caught myself there.
They did. I think they did one of those Lollapalooza kind of massive showcases.
I saw them at the Peony Forum. Never heard of you guys before, and so because we're going to see a rock show. I believe Marilyn Manson actually opened that.
More than likely, yeah. He was probably the support act.
We were out doing something else. I won't say it on the camera when my friend is.
You were preparing yourself for the concert.
We missed Marilyn Manson, but Jim Rose. So what did you do? What did you were poking nails in?
No, my main thing was my nose. I sort of got known for hammering nails at my nose, and I'd get audience members to pull the nail out with their teeth, and then I would do a trick where an audience member, I would give my trust to the audience. So an audience member would hold a power drill, and I could lower my face onto it, and so they at any point could move it if they wanted, but I would trust them that they wouldn't. And sort of stunts like that. And I used to do another routine where I'd push, those balloons that clowns twist into dogs? I'd tie a whole bunch of them together, and then I'd push them out my nose, cough them out my mouth, and have somebody hold one at each end and run my head along it, like a clothesline.
I was going to say, it sounds stupid to say, but I was going to say, I remember somebody like swallowing a balloon or something.
Yeah, that sort of thing, yeah. So I did that for a number of years and then just went, I need to find another job. I've been doing this for too long.
I'm looking for like holes in your body.
No, I'm pretty safe. I didn't fall apart, but I stopped. Yeah, I got out of the sideshow business before I was too broken.
Because I will say, one of the things that was great about Jim Rose Flying Circus back then is pre-internet, just for me going to the show, I didn't really know what it was.
Yeah. And you could only then go out after the show and tell everyone you knew about it, and then they would go, I have no idea what you're talking about, which would lead them to go and see the show. Which I suppose, for me, that is also the thing. You can go online if you want and see the boy doing some little spots, but you are better not to. Do not do that. Do not go online. Do not watch anything online. Do not watch TV. Come and see the live show because it's a completely different experience.
Awesome. And we're about to meet right after this interview.
Good luck.
The boy with tape on his face. We're meeting the boy with tape on his face.
No.
He's going to be right here.
You're going to get to interview him, see how much information you can get out.
I don't know what to say.
Well,
Do you have any advice? Any questions I should say?
questions?
Yeah, I know.
No, he's a whole different being to me.